everybody. It's the presentation of Group Star. Today we will talk about Chapter 11, E-commerce, Retailing and Service. Let's move to our outline. There are 5 parts in our presentation: retail industry, viability of online firms, e-tailing business model, the service sectors, offline and online, on-demand service companies. Let's move to our first part, online retail sectors. As you can see on the slide, on the left-hand side, the US retail industry can be divided into 7 major segments, and each of these segments offer the opportunities for online retail, and in each segment, the use of the internet may differ. On the right-hand side, we can see the predictions, the initial assumptions, and the realities of online retailing. During the early days of e-commerce, some predicted that the retail industry would be revolutionized. However, there has been no signal for revolutions in the retail marketplaces as forecast. First, it is predicted that e-commerce would reduce the search cost due to the fact that online consumers were rational and cost-driven. However, they were also brand-driven and influenced by perceived values as their offline counterparts. For example, specialty stores like Gap or Abercrombie & Fitch are more preferred to Amazon's in the clothing category. Second, e-commerce is believed to lower marketing entry cost, as the entries and consumers acquiring cost were much less than those needed to establish physical storefronts. Nevertheless, in reality, for pure play firms, one of the biggest challenges is to turn visitors to consumers. Third, it is assumed that there would be the replacement of physical merchants by online companies such as Amazon. However, the internet has created a new place for omni-channel firms like Home Depot, Nordstrom, and Gap, which sell products through a variety of channels and integrate their physical stores with their websites or platform. The fourth prediction is the elimination of middlemen or the disintermediation. It is believed that manufacturers or distributors build a direct relationship with the consumers, and the web now is the single dominant channel for retail. However, as the customers are not cost-driven, but brand-driven in some situations, online retailing has become an example of the powerful role that intermediaries play in the retail trade. Let's move to the second part, analyzing the viabilities of online firms. Economic viability is the ability of firms to survive as profitable business firms during the specified period. There are 2 business analysis approaches: strategic analysis and financial analysis. In strategic analysis, we focus on the industry and the firm. About the industry, we care about the barriers to entry, power of suppliers, power of customers, existence of substitute products, industry value chain, nature of intra-industry competitions. About the firms and its related business, we care about the firm value chain, the core competencies, synergy, technology, social and legal challenges. About financial analysis, we will analyze how the firm is performing in the statement of operations, the revenues, the cost of sales, gross margins, operating expenses, operating margins, and net margins are needed to analyze. About the balances, we care about the assets, current assets, liabilities, current liabilities, and working capital. And it's the end of part 2. Let's move to the third part.
The third part here is the e-commerce in action, e-tailing business model. First, I will go through the 4 main types of online retail business models. The first one, virtual merchants. There are single channel e-commerce firms that generate almost all their revenues from online sales. Virtual merchants face extraordinary strategic challenges. They must build a business and brand name from scratch quickly and in an entirely new channel and confront many virtual merchant competitors, and especially in small niche areas. For example, we have Amazon as a virtual merchant. The second type, also called omnichannel merchants, bricks and clicks companies have a network of physical stores as their primary retail channel, also have online offerings. Omnichannel firms include Walmart, Macy's, Sears, Costco, Target, and other branded merchants. The third type, catalog merchants, they are established companies that have a national offline catalog operation, but who have also developed online capabilities. Catalog merchants face very high costs for printing and milling millions of catalogs each year, and many of which have a half-life of 30 seconds after the customer receives them. And the final type, manufacturer direct firms. There are either single or multi-channel manufacturers that sell directly online to consumers without the intervention of retailers. They were predicted to play a very large role in e-commerce, but this has not happened. Let's move to the common themes in online retailing. Online retail is the fastest growing channel in retail commerce. It has the fastest growing consumer base and has growing penetration across many categories of goods. On the other hand, profits for many startup ventures have been difficult to achieve, and it took even Amazon 8 years to show its first profit. Now we'll go through the 6 main themes of in online retailing. The first one is that the path to success in any form of retail involves having a central location in order to attract a large number of shoppers, charging high enough prices to cover the cost of goods, as well as marketing, and develop highly efficient inventory and fulfillment systems so that the company can offer goods at lower cost than competitors and still make a profit. For the second theme, it is that the disintermediation has not occurred and the retail middleman has not disappeared. Indeed, virtual merchants, along with powerful online customers, with some notable exceptions in electronics and software. Our third theme here is that established merchants need to create an integrated shopping environment that combines their catalog, store, and online experience into one. Customers now, they want to shop wherever they want using any device and at any time. For the fourth theme, it is the growth of online specialty merchants. They sell high-end, fashionable, and luxury goods such as diamonds, jewelry from Tiffany, and high fashion, for example, Imperial Armani or Gilt Group. Or they may even sell discounted electronics like Best Buy, Apparel like Gap, or office products like Office Depot. Our fifth theme here is the continuing extraordinary growth in social commerce, local marketing and commerce, and mobile commerce. In the space of 8 years since the first iPhone appeared, the mobile platform has emerged as a retail marketing and shopping tool, which greatly expand e-commerce, potentially driving e-commerce to 20% of all commerce in the next 5 years from 2016. And the final theme, the sixth one, is the increasing use by retailers, large and small, of big data in their marketing efforts. That is the end of the third part, and now I will move on to the fourth one.
Okay, so now I'm going to take over from this part about the service sector, online and offline. First, the industry have witnessed a change in the customer behavior. It would be the desire to save time and access more information. Customers will want to have better access to financial management and more sophisticated financial products. In that situation, many banks and internet and financial intermediaries, they also offer a wide varieties of services like online banking and brokerage, online mortgage and lending services, online real estate services, online insurance, and online travel services. Now we are going to look at deeper at each services. First, about the online banking and brokerage. Major online brokerage firms have invested significantly in engine marketing, social media to engage with customers, and robo-advisor to offer inexpensive automated investment management tools and advice. When it comes to online mortgage and lending services, The customers benefits from its reduced application times. Process is much more simpler and lower charging rates and the market interest rate intelligence. Now, when it comes to online insurance services, this report has told the figures that internet usage led to 8% to 15% decline in prices industry-wide, and it increased consumer surplus by $150 million per year. Even if consumers do not purchase insurance policy online, the internet has a powerful influence on consumer insurance decisions. Now, when it comes to online real estate services, the internet has a very major impact on which influence the offline decisions and allowed agents to communicate and provide information to consumers. Some online real estate brokers charge substantially less than traditional offline brokers. Now, let's come to the online travel services. And this is one of the most successful business to consumer e-commerce segment. Why? So there's a question, why online travel service is so popular? For the following reasons. First, they offer consumers a one-stop convenient travel experience where travelers can find content, community, commerce, and customer service. The second reason is that for suppliers, the online site have aggregate millions of consumers into singular and focused customer pools, and therefore it helps them to enhance their on-site advertising and promotions. And last but not least, online travel service allow low transaction cost environment. However, online travel has gone through very severe competitions, and mobile devices and apps used for pre-trip planning are transforming this online travel industry. And last but not least, the big impact of social media with user-generated content in online reviews. So that is the end of my part.
So now we have the on-demand service companies. In Vietnam, we can see that there are on-demand service companies like Grab or Now Food, or now is Shopee Food. In textbook, two of the most well-known on-demand services companies are Uber and Airbnb. So how can we define this company? The on-demand service companies provide a platform that enables the on-demand delivery of various services by connecting providers with consumers. Providers or sellers wish to exploit their spare resources like cars or rooms to perform various services via their personal labor, and consumers or buyers would like to utilize the resources and services. And this online business can also be called by other names like sharing economy or collaborative commerce or peer-to-peer consumption and many others. And they are not new. We have eBay in the past, but what is new about these firms is that first, they use mobile and internet technology to enable transactions on the platform. Second, they use the online reputation system based on peer review to ensure a trusted environment for both providers and consumers. And the last factor that makes it new is that the successful firms in this industry lower the cost of services like urban transportation, lodging, office space, and personal errand services. Firms that can do this are highly disruptive of existing firms and business models. Next, we have the online courier services industry, and it has been one of the most successful online services on the internet. We have key players in the international market like Career Builder or LinkedIn, and in Vietnam, we can see the domestic players like Vietnam Gloves, Whitebox, Top CV, and many others. The recruitment sites provide a free posting of individual resume and job openings by companies. They also provide other value-added services to users. And these services are the revenue resources for the company, as you can see on the slide. And compared to the traditional recruitment tool, they save time and money for both headhunters and job seekers. And that's why the online recruitment service has expanded greatly from then on. But besides the function of match up with between the job seeker and the headhunter, they also next slide, please. So the online recruitment site also can establish market price and terms in the labor market by identifying both the salary levels for specific jobs and the skill set required to achieve those salary levels. They also set trends in the labor market, and we can see that there are major trends in the online career services industry nowadays that are social networking, mobile, job search engines, data analytics, and hiring algorithms. And these trends are changing the habits of hiring and applying for jobs day by day. We can see that the hiring process involves social networks and mobile devices more and more. And the recruiters have to learn to adapt the big data technology as well as algorithm in hiring, and the applicants must know this also to stand out among the competitors. And that is about the online career service industry, and it's also the end of our presentation. Thank you for watching, and if you have any question, please leave it in the comment, and if you like it, please thumbs up. Thank you.